Hi, I'm Doug the Bee Guy, and welcome back to the overwintered queen rearing series. If you remember, we had installed a package of bees in 4 quadrants in this unit here, and then we put some feeders on. It's 4 days later, and I have filled these feeders several times since then. As you can see, that one is they are eating it very quickly. As you can see right now, the bubbles are coming up. But what we're going to do now is we're going to check to see that the queens have been released. It's 4 days later, and they should have released them. And we're just going to check that real quick to see that that's what they have been doing. And I'll do one side and then the other side. They're pretty happy down in there. It's kind of late in the day. It's probably about 6 o'clock, so this is not optimal. But I need to do this today because tomorrow the weather is going to be really bad. And I just want to make sure that everything's going okay, because I don't know, it might be 3 or 4 more days before I can get in here. And so if the queen hasn't been released, I want to release her. And they are filling this comb with syrup. Fantastic. This one is very heavy with syrup. The queen candy has been eaten, and the queen is not in there. So we can assume that she is out. I'm just going to check this one real quick. And they are building comb and filling it with syrup. So that is really all that you can ask for after just a few days. There's not a lot of bees in this particular quadrant, but like I said, there isn't really anything you can do. They're going to find whichever queen they like the most, and then we let them build up, and then we can balance them later if we have to. There's quite a few bees in here, so I'm going to open this cage up and get them out. Okay, there's that. Now let's check the other side, see what they're doing. There's quite a few bees in this one, so it looks like they did a better job of attracting the bees. Maybe this queen had a stronger pheromone. Not sure. But there's the queen cage again, and there's the queen right there. See her? She's right in the middle of the frame. She is looks like she's actively looking for a place to lay. So we just want to take this out of there so that they'll fix the comb. Because we made a mess of it. Oh, there she is. Be careful, she's right on that cage. She's probably, maybe she was just released and she's like looking for things. So I'm not gonna disturb these guys anymore. Just wanted to make sure that she was released after the 4 days. And that's all we're going to do. And now we'll do this side, take our feeders off. And I will be filling those up again tonight so that they have food. And are not without food during this cold weather that we're going to have here. Because they will use that food to stay warm. Looks like the queen hasn't been released on this one, but I'm going to go ahead and release her because it's been plenty of time, and they look like they're not attacking her. They're trying to feed her. See, and you can tell by if you can brush those bees off gently like that, then they're not trying to attack her. So we're gonna just open that up. She'll go down in there. And they'll be happy because you can hear them. They're doing a little bit of a roar. And they weren't eating the queen candy for some reason. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. This tight little space, maybe they didn't have enough bees. It's been fairly chilly. And so that's kind of the same thing that happened with this side. There was more bees in here than there was in there, and there's just no way around that. Now that she's out, maybe if the other bees smell her pheromones, maybe they'll move over there. If not, we can adjust these in another week. We'll adjust when we'll take a frame from one of these and move the bees. So they're very tight in here. There we go. Just pull that out. And they are filling this one with syrup. It's totally full. Lots of bees on the bottom. So again, there's more bees in this one than the other one. And there's the queen cage. Right there. Put these guys back down in there. We'll check out the cage. I would say by the way those bees are roaring that she's not out yet. And sure enough, she's in here. But again, they don't look like they're attacking her, so I'm going to let her out. And she'll go down. Usually if they run right down, and there she goes. Nope, not yet. There she goes. The smoke is a little bit scaring them a little bit. All right, so we had two out of 4, and this queen candy is very hard. I'm poking it with my hive tool, and that's kind of what happens. There's probably more heat in here than there was in the larger hives because there's so many bees there, and it dried it out, even though we had the syrup. And sometimes it just gets hard and they can't eat it fast enough. So that's why you always want to check after 4 days to make sure that your queen has been released. And that's what you want to do. And now I'm going to fill up these feeders, put it back together, and we'll check it in another 4 or 5 days, probably day 9. We'll check it to make sure that all those queens are laying, and if not, we'll have to make some adjustments. Well, if you'd like to become a better beekeeper, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.